restoring your DX7 to D or FD or DX7S, I'm going to use DX7S as an example from one of these, and you're going to have to. Why? Well, because it actually contains 4 banks. It's only 3 banks that you need to care about. Bank 1 contains 64 voices and 32 performances. Bank 2 contains another 64 voices and another 32 performances. And bank 3 contains fractional scaling, because fractional scaling takes up an entire bank. Now, bank 4 isn't really relevant, but Yamaha wants you, except, well, I guess with the DX7S, Yamaha expects you to copy everything from bank 4 to the internal memory as opposed to copying from bank 1. Why? Because bank 4 is the exact copy of bank 1, but the performances are referencing the internal memory. Right. Now, with later firmware, you don't need to worry about that. But at any rate, let's put in the cartridge. Let me show you what I mean. By the way, with the DX7 Mark II, there's no real danger in swapping cartridges while the power is on, but it just doesn't load correctly sometimes. So, better have the unit off. Okay, so the cartridge is in. And I'm going to go through banks and show you what I mean. So just patch one of every bank. So here's the first one, you know. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to hit the B button. There we go. So you can clearly see this is now. Okay, that's 33 as opposed to 1. Now let's go to cartridge. And that will give us okay, and I'm going to hit B again, and there we go, another so, and then it's the same thing with performances, obviously. But by the way, somebody asked me about faders. Fader assignments, you know, S1 and S2, slider 1, slider 2, that's done in the performance mode. While in performance mode, hit edit, then hit 27. You'll see those assignments. I'm not going to do that right now. But you kind of get the idea. The way this is designed is the cartridge basically copies 64 voices and 32 performances, plus some micro tunings to the internal memory. And then it's letting you access the other set of 64 voices, 32 performances, plus the fractional scaling on the cartridge itself. So it's kind of designed to be this, you know, self-contained system, if you will. And if you pull the cartridge out, you only get half of it and no fractional scaling. Anyhow. Okay, so first things first, let's turn off the internal memory protect. Going to press edit, then you're going to press 14 a few times, just to see the screen, and then you're going to turn that off by hitting decrement or whatever, minus button. I guess mine is off now, and then we're going to go to what would be button 15. Hit that a few times, you're going to get to the page that says set bank. Okay, now, if you are actually restoring from the cartridge, you want to set this to bank 4. VP is 4. Okay? Fractional scaling, 3. I'm now going to go to 15 again. So hit 15 until you see cartridge load. You're now going to hit the yes button or the plus button, and you're going to hit it again, and it's complete. Then just to make sure, okay, hit edit and then hit 15, and then your VP, voice and performance, should be set to 2. Mine is. Those are the extra patches on the cartridge because the other ones have been copied to the internal memory. And your fractional scaling is set to 3. Okay, and that's it. This is also applicable to DX7 2D and FD. Although I don't think you actually have to, there's no redundancy of having to copy everything from that extra bank 4. I think you just load bank 1. At any rate, like and subscribe.